Hello everyone, you're welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Big Lord, and together with my team, we have been able to do series of trainings and Zoom meetings to equip Nigerians with the information and the guidance they need to be able to access the new care visa for them to be able to relocate and live and work in the UK as a healthcare assistant or a nursing assistant or a support worker, as the case may be. So in the past, we have done Zoom meetings and we've done videos just for the purpose of educating Nigerians on the guidelines and the steps to take so that you can achieve your desired result of living and working in the UK. All right, so this video is basically talking about money. All right, the amount of money you will need to have, because it's of course very important that you know that you will require some money to show at the embassy so that you will convince them that you actually have enough funds in your account to be able to sustain yourself when you get to the UK. All right, so we're taking a break from videos that we've done or that we are currently doing. We're doing a series of 20 different trainings for people who don't have previous knowledge and experience working as healthcare assistants in Nigeria. All right, so in our previous videos, if you click and subscribe, you'll be able to get notifications for more videos that will be coming up. This particular session is going to be, we're taking a break from the training, all right? The training being the training sessions that will help you to be able to answer interview questions. That is after you have applied for the job and then you are being considered. Of course, you have to do an interview, which will be taking place through a Zoom meeting. All right. So the previous videos we have done, part one and part two, we've stated how you'll be able to answer interview questions so that you can convince your interviewers that you're actually suitable for the job. We're going to be doing 20 different sessions, 20 different topics. We've done 1 and 2, and we still have 18 to go. So we're taking a break from the trainings and the interview preparation resources to help your personal learning. Today, we're going to be talking about the amount of money you need to have in your account for you to be able to apply for the care worker visa. All right. Now, I've seen a lot of questions coming from people that are in our special WhatsApp group. Okay, we have a special WhatsApp group for your information, and in that special WhatsApp group, the members have several benefits. All right, but I won't only be giving this information to the WhatsApp group members, because we have the interest of every Nigerian at heart, because we understand that Nigerians want to take advantage of this opportunity. So apart from the privilege and benefit of the people in the WhatsApp group, which include they will be getting one-on-one question and answer section. Every of them have a peculiar situation, and we'll be guiding them specifically as it affects them as a person. All right. Then we'll also be we'll be sharing links of the appropriate jobs that they are going to be applying for, that suits and that they have a high chance of being considered for, to be invited for an interview. All right, we'll be sharing them. I'm giving them the links on where to get these jobs and how to apply. We'll also be helping them in how to package their CV. All right, these are special things we'll be doing for people in our WhatsApp group. And like I've said in the previous video, if you're still interested in joining the WhatsApp group, all you need to do is to send an email to this email on your screen. That's biglordenterprises@gmail.com. is on the screen. All right, and the admin will get in touch with you to tell you what you need to do. Okay, so how much money do you need to have in your account? All right, these questions have come up in our group, and I want to share this information with everyone. All right, so how much money is very important. As an applicant for a UK visa, of course, you need to have money in your account. All right, because before the call for applications start coming, the job adverts start coming by February. You need to prepare yourself. You need to start getting ready. Doing, like I said, those of you that need to get experience, by volunteering in hospitals, you should go ahead and do that. You need to also know, apart from gathering the experience, apart from getting your COVID vaccine, The money part is also important. So you need to know how much you need to have in your account, for you to be able to get your UK visa to live and work in the UK, either by yourself, or you're coming with your family, your children. All these things comes with a particular amount of money that you need to have in your account. All right. So on this video, we'll be talking about how much money you need to have in your account. Okay. Now we're going to be pegging the exchange rate of pounds to naira. The exchange rate for pound to naira for today, let me check the current rate at the hour. All right, the current bank rate of the exchange rate for naira. I'm coming. Let me check just to be sure. Okay, I know I checked yesterday, but I haven't checked today. All right, so the official bank rate for pounds to naira as at today is 556. All right, so that's 556 naira to £1 sterling. That is what I can see today, the 27th of January 2022. All right, because we are going to be referring to how much money you have in naira, not in pounds, because of course they're going to be doing a calculation. So whenever you are doing your application, you have to also check with the existing exchange value, to the pounds at your point of application for your visa. All right, so now how much will you need, for you to be able to apply? You're going to be needing a sum of £1,270 in your account. £1,270 in your account. But you may also not need any money at all in your account. So for you to understand this, you need to stay tuned until the end of the video. Okay, you may need to have £1,270 in your account for you to qualify to apply for this visa. And also, you may not even need to have any money in your account at all for you to qualify for this visa. All right, so there are two ways to it. Okay, I'll be showing you how much you need. The truth is, you may not even need any money to be able to qualify for this visa. And you may also need £1,270. That is in naira, £1,270, okay, multiplied by the current exchange rate, which is 556 naira, 556 naira. Okay, that's about 700,000 naira. Okay, that is the amount of money you need to have in your account as a single applicant. All right, when you are going with your family, you also need to show more money. All right, as we go on this video, I'll be giving you a breakdown of a situation where you won't need any money, a situation where you will need money to have in your account. All right, there's a situation where you may not need to show any proof of funds in your account, and there's also another situation where you will need to show £1,270, an equivalent of 700,000 naira in your account. You must have this money in your account for about 28 days preceding the day when you are going to be applying for your visa, when you are putting in your application. All right, you also need to show that you have had this money available for at least 28 days in a row. Okay, the day 28 must be within the 31 days of applying for this visa. All right, for example, if you're going to be applying for your visa, say in the month of March, all right, you must have had the money in the month of maybe March ending. You must have had the money, this amount of money in your account since the 1st of March. Then you will be applying maybe around 27th or 29th of March, because the money must have been in your account for the 28 days preceding when you apply for your visa. All right, now those of you that have this money, I congratulate you. You can have 700,000 in your account. It's not much compared to students that are going for courses, who are going for masters. I know a lot of people know how much it costs to apply through the student route. All right, you need to show millions in your account. But for this healthcare visa, all you need to show for the type 1 method I'm talking about is 1,270, an equivalent of 700,000 naira. The other part I'll be talking about is when you won't even need to show any money in your account. Okay, all you need to do is just to pay for the application fee. Okay, and I'll be telling you how much application fee you need to also pay for your visa, and if you have dependents with you, how much money you will need to pay also. So as we proceed on this video, I'll be giving you all these details. All right, so now How much? £1,270. That is the amount of money you are going to be showing you have. That's the equivalent of 700,000 naira. All right. And if you have a partner that is also going to you with you, your partner and children will also need to show they can support themselves too. All right. When they are with you in the UK. All right. So the amount of money they will need to show. Okay. They will need to show £600. Your partner. Okay. Your partner will have to show that they have £600. While if you have to show extra, if you have a child, okay, your child has to show £265. All right. So clearly, £265 for your partner and £315 for each child. For an extra child is £200. All right. I hope you are getting this clear. Please write it down. You need to show for yourself £1,270. Okay? You have to have it in your account. That's if you're applying by yourself alone. All right? For yourself, that's about 700,000 naira. And if you are now going with your partner, all right? When you are the principal applicant, that is when you need principal applicant. That means you are the one that has gotten the job. You are the one that got the job offer as a care assistant. Now you want to go with your family. You want to go with your, if you are the man, you want to go with your wife. All right. You as the man that got the job, you have to have £1,270 in your account. That's about 700,000 naira for about 28 days before you apply. If you are going with your wife has to show that she has £285. All right, £285 with the current exchange rate. All right, it's going to be about 150,000 naira. That's the amount your wife needs to show or your partner needs to show, if she's going with you as your partner. Okay, then if you are going with your child, all right, you also need to show extra money to the tune of £315. That's about another 175,000 naira. Meaning that, for example, if you are going as a family, the principal applicant, which is the person that got the job, will show that he can provide £1,270. That's 700,000 naira in the account. Then the wife or the partner, will show that 150,000 naira for herself. Then if they have one child, that's one extra child, that's 150,000. So that's 1 million naira, 700 plus 150 for the wife or the partner, and another 150,000 naira for the child. That's 150,000, that's 300 plus 700, that's 1 million naira. Okay, for a family of 3, that's husband, wife, and one child. So for a family of 4, okay, which is husband, wife, and 2 children, what you need to show is 1.2 million. All right, you need to have 1.2 million, 1,200,000 in your account for 28 days preceding the day you are going to be applying in the period of 31 days. All right, within the period of 31 days. Okay, so the reason why the principal applicant, which is the person that got the job, has to show more money than a partner, I will explain to you. Number one, when you get to the UK, you have to get an accommodation. All right, and for you to be able to pay for that accommodation for the first month before you start earning your salary. All right, you need to have this amount of money because there will be some bills you have to take care of immediately you get to the UK, because you will still need to work for 1 month, all right, before you get your first salary. All right, so this money is the amount of money you will need to take care of the expenses for the first month upon arrival in the UK. All right, so when you get to the UK, this 1.2 million that they are asking, for example, for a family of 4, okay, for a single person, you only need 700,000. For a man and a partner, or for a woman and a partner, you only need to show 850,000 naira. For a family of 3, a man, a wife, and a child, you need 1 million naira. For a family of 4, a man, a wife, 2 children, you need to show only 1.2 million naira in your account for 28 days before you now apply for your visa. Don't forget that before you apply for your visa, you must have gotten your offer. All right, you must have done your interview, you must have applied for the job by yourself. Okay, these are things that you need to do. But because a lot of questions is coming that how much, they need to know the cost implication. Like I've said, we are not a job recruitment agency and we are not a visa agency. What we are doing is giving you guidance so that you can prepare yourself and get your desired result. Okay, so this amount of money has been reduced. Before, it used to be more than this. All right, so you're asking me now a question that I know this question is going on in your mind. Okay, I have 1.2 million, or say 7. Let me focus on a single person that wants to apply. 700,000 for a single person to show in his account before he applies for the visa. All right, what about the application fee for this visa? Of course, you need application fee to have your biometrics taken at the visa center. Okay, there is one in Ikeja on the island, and I know there are some across the country, Abuja and other states like that. All right, so the application fee that you need to apply for this visa to have your biometrics taken has been reduced. Okay, it used to be 610 pounds. I mean, it used to be more before now, but because of this biggest boost, because they are making it affordable, they need you to apply, take advantage of these temporary changes. Okay, it has been reduced from a whooping sum of 610 pounds to an affordable, to a reasonable amount of 232 pounds. All right, that is the amount you need to apply for, the amount you will pay at the visa center where you have your biometrics taken, where you submit your passport. Okay, you submit your passport at the visa center. You pay the amount. You will need to pay the amount of 232 pounds. I know you will pay with either your card, or what have you. All right, so that's about 130,000 naira. All right, so let's now do a thorough breakdown of how much you need. Apart from, you have to do your tuberculosis test also, I'm aware. Okay, you have to do your tuberculosis test before you go for your biometrics. All right, those are things you need to do. Okay, so apart from the amount of money you need to have in your account, which is 700,000 naira, an equivalent of 1,270 pounds. Okay, if you're applying as a single person. Okay, you have to also pay your application fee to the visa center directly, which is 232 pounds. Before you go to the visa center to make any payment, there are some documents you have to have. Okay, you have to have some documents, which is very important to make sure to ensure the success of your application. Number one, you have to have gotten the job. How you get the job, we've discussed this in our previous videos. You should go and watch them if you have not watched them. How you apply, how you get the jobs. The jobs are going to be coming up. This application will become open. The vacancies will be announced towards the end of February. For you to get these links of where the jobs are and those ones that are suitable for you, so that you stand a chance of getting this job, we are only sharing these links with the people in our WhatsApp group. All right, to become a member of the WhatsApp group, the email, you send the email, then we would add you to the WhatsApp group where we'll be sharing this information with the special people in our WhatsApp group. All right, so the things you need to have before you apply for your visa, before you go and submit your application and pay the application fee of 232 pounds. Number one, you have to have the money in your bank account, which is, if you are a single person, 700,000 naira, the equivalent of 1,270 pounds for a period of 28 days before you apply. That is the monetary requirement, the amount of money you need, just 700,000 in your account, 28 days. Don't also forget that I said there's some cases you may not even need to have any money in your account. As we go on this video, I'm going to tell you the category of people that don't need to have any money in their account when they apply. All right, now if you are on this first category that I'm talking about, you need to have this 700,000 in your account 28 days before, if you're a single person. And if you are married, your partner has to show that they have 150,000 in their account, an estimate. Okay, the appropriate amount in pounds, I have to be clear so that you don't, in case if the rate changes at that during when you apply, you know. In pounds, for your partner is 285 pounds, and if you are having one extra child, for one child is 315, for an extra child it is 200 pounds. Okay, so if you have a family of 4, it is £1,270 plus £285 plus £315 for one child. Then for an extra child is £200 for an extra child. That means for a family of 4, all you need is about 1.2 million, depending on the exchange value, bank exchange value rates when you apply. Okay, so go back to what you need to apply for the visa. After having this amount of money in your account 28 days prior to when you apply, within a period of 31 days, you also need to show your sponsorship certificate, which is one of the most important things they will be giving to you after they offer you the job. All right, they'll be giving you an offer letter. Your employer, after you've gone through the application stage and you've done the interview, okay, then you've passed. That is why we are sharing resources on how you can do well in your interview. We've shared out of the 20 resources that we'll be sharing, we've shared 2, and we have 18 more to share. So if you subscribe on this YouTube channel, by the time we upload the remaining videos on the training that will help you on your interview, you'll get notification when we upload them. All right. So after you've gotten your sponsorship certificate, you also need the offer letter after they've given you the offer. That is after you've gone through the process of application, the interview process, and then they're going to also be asking you to provide your COVID vaccine certificate. Okay, they're going to be doing a police check for you, and then they will also be confirming your identity, your English language proficiency. Those of you that don't have a first degree in any discipline, if it is an ordinary SSCE you need to do your IELTS. That's an English proficiency test to show that you are able to communicate in English, and then you have to show this with your IELTS score. All right, so you have to show that you also have to show your police checks. These are things you also need to have before you apply for your visa. All right, so you also need to have all these documents because you will need them when you apply for your visa. All right, the important thing that you need to show them at the embassy when you are applying is that you're going to be showing them your sponsor's certificate. All right, your offer letter. All right, your offer letter has to show that the type of job you have been offered is paying you a minimum of £20,480 per annum. That is the minimum requirement. Your offer letter must show that you have been offered a full-time job, okay, and your offer letter must show that they verified your identity, that your employer has verified your identity, and that your English language proficiency has been verified. If you studied in Nigeria and you have a first degree, minimum of first degree, if you can show that your language of instruction for that first degree is English language, you might be waived from taking IELTS. So you need to show evidence that the language of instruction for your first degree is English language. All right, so you must also show your offer letter must also show that you have satisfactory clearance, for your in the way of a good in the way of a code of good conduct letter from your home country. Okay, this is a police character certificate that is similar to the disclosure and barring service here in the UK. All right, you must also show your offer letter must also show that they are satisfied with your employment history and your referees. All right, you must also show that they've seen evidence that you are vaccinated from COVID. All right, these are things that your offer letter must show. Okay, your offer letter must also show the where you'll be working. Your offer letter must show that your job title. Your offer letter must show the type of job you have been offered, that you are qualified for a healthcare visa. Your offer letter must show where you'll be working, where your place of primary assignment will be, the city, the location. You must also show your band pay and your salary for a year. Okay, it will also show the HR contact details of your employer. It will show that the hours you are working in a week, which is usually 37.5 hours per week for a full-time employee. All right, it will show how many days you are entitled to for leave, in a year. All right, so in this offer letter, it also this is going to be the breakdown that meets the requirements that the visa center must see in your offer letter for you to meet the requirement that is set for someone that has been offered a sponsor's certificate. All right, in your sponsor certificate, there will have to be, your sponsor certificate must show that this is a breakdown of the amount of money you'll be earning per year, and that you have passed through all the checks that is necessary for you to qualify for a health care visa. It must also show that you are taking up the job of a healthcare assistant in in a care provider service that meets the requirements of the UK government. All right. So the sponsor must also confirm that you are eligible for the healthcare visa. This confirmation will be shown in your sponsor certificate. All right. Now, while you are applying, the application fees and visa fee reduction applies to your partners and dependents also. All right. So, because once you are applying and you indicate that you are applying for a healthcare visa, all right, under the shortage occupation list, it will be show and they will give you the option of paying £232. All right. You have to indicate this in your application. All right. In addition to the reduced visa fee, applicants and dependents are exempted from the immigration surcharge of the NHS. That is the amount of, when students are applying, they usually pay money, for immigration health surcharge. I think about 1,000 plus or so. But as for you as a healthcare visa applicant, you are exempted, and your dependents too are also exempted. Okay, and this exemption is only applicable to your immediate dependents, okay, your spouse and your children. Extended family are not inclusive. All right, so the visa that you're applying for is called healthcare visa. Please take note. All right, and the code for your application, is very important. All right, when you're applying for this job, you also have to know that the code that you are going to be indicating for your application under the shortage occupation list is also very, very important. All right, so that you will not be considered based on you will not be considered as an applicant that the requirements will not be more than that of the actual healthcare assistant that applies to you. Okay, so I can see that a lot of people are anxious. Are curious. Okay, that's a better word to use. They are curious to know which other applicants will not require any money in their account. Okay, let me quickly take care of that situation. Like I said earlier, there are two applicants I'm talking about today. All right, there is one that requires 1,270 for a single applicant, and there's another one that may not even require any money. That means if you don't have any money, if you're a common Nigerian that don't have any money, you cannot raise 700,000 naira. I tell you, and I'm giving you this information, that it is also possible that you don't show any money in your account and you will still be considered to come and get this visa to live and work in the UK. Now, this particular set of people are the people that can show that their employer can cover their costs during the first month of arrival in the UK. All right, so like I said, those people in our WhatsApp group will be sharing jobs with them where it will be jobs that is suitable for them, because there are lots of job sites, advertising jobs. But how do you know which one is suitable for you? How do you know which one that you have a chance of being considered for? That is what benefits that people in our special WhatsApp group will be getting. We're going to be screening and fishing out those jobs that they stand a chance of being considered for. I will be sharing these links with people in our WhatsApp group. That's why I said, if you want to join the WhatsApp group, send an email to biglordenterprises@gmail.com. All right, then we'll give you information on how to join the WhatsApp group for you to get this exclusive information on the links. So there are some jobs that your employer would show that they will take care of your expenses upon arrival for the first month in the UK. If you are able to get this job, it will be clearly indicated in your offer letter that the employer is covering the cost of your 1 month upon arrival, the first 1 month upon arrival in the UK. All right. In your offer letter, it will be indicated that they will be providing you with possibly accommodation, transport to pick you up from the airport upon arrival, and then it will also be showing on your offer letter that they will be giving you cash, okay, just to provide you with immediate financial support immediately you arrive. Okay, so this exemptions is only for people that get jobs that their employer are able to show this in their offer letter. All right, that is the difference. If you are able to do so, you don't have to wait for a job that will show that they are going to be covering your expenses. Okay, because there's going to be competition for these jobs when the application opens up. So you don't have to wait for jobs that guarantees paying your first month salary ahead of the end of the month. All right. So thank you all for watching this video, and we're going to be continuing our training videos. We still have about 18 more to go. We'll be talking about how healthcare assistants can answer interview questions in all the 18 remaining training sessions. So I would advise that you subscribe to this YouTube channel so that when we upload the remaining 18 videos, you'll get notifications so that you won't miss out on any of the training videos. Because during your interview, you can't really tell where the interviewer will be asking their questions from. So with these videos, we'll try to cover as many topics as possible. We're going to be covering 20 topics so that you have a background knowledge to be able to answer some of their questions. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best. God bless you.